Hey guys, and welcome to my second video in the Why Is series. If you don't know what the Why Is series is, it's basically a series where I take an anime show and I say whether it's really good or really bad, and I break it into different subsections like art, animation, sound design, etc, etc, and I explain everything that way. It's basically a review series but with just a slightly different twist to it. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoy. Now let's take a look at the Accel World fact file. Studio, Sunrise. Released in 2012, genres, romance, action, school and sci-fi, and the number of episodes are 24. The year is 2046. Haruyuki is a young boy who finds himself on the lowest social rungs of his school. Ashamed of his miserable life, Haruyuki can only cope by indulging in virtual games, but that only changes when Kuro, the most popular girl in school, introduces him to a mysterious program called Brain Burst and a virtual reality called the Accel World. Accel World is a great anime and took me by surprise because I thought of it as another generic game type of anime, but I was pleasantly surprised by its charm. In my opinion, this isn't a generic game anime and has lots of characteristics that separate it from all the others out there. Now we're going to move on to the story. The story at its core is sort of how Sword Art Online works, where virtual reality is possible in a game type of format. I find this very interesting because not many anime execute this concept well. The plot didn't feel too rushed and the pacing felt just right. The story didn't feel like it trailed off topic too often, which I find to be really annoying in very story-driven anime shows. So, although the concept has been done before, it's done very well here. The art is nothing all that special in my opinion. I mean, it just looks like any other anime with art that's certainly acceptable. To be honest, art is one of my least important concerns when judging anime. I feel as though the animation and writing are what really settles it for me. I think of the art as the skin, whereas the writing and animation are the vital organs. A weird way to explain it, but it's a very understandable way to get my point across. Now I'll move on to the characters. Here is where we start hitting hurdles because our main male protagonist, Haru, is known to be hated because of his distinct invulnerability. For some people, this won't really be an issue, but I know for a fact that to some people, his non-hero personality can become quite annoying. He's obese and about 3 feet tall, so that really doesn't make his image any more aesthetically pleasing. But in all honesty, I really didn't mind this about him. Actually, I thought it was a great breath of fresh air. We are so used to seeing good-looking guys or girls being a hero, and they always seem to have some type of badass personality or cockiness to them. So it gets to the point where you know exactly what to expect from your hero. I really like this change of pace despite how shy and indecisive he is, but that's just my opinion. You might have a completely different one, so I'll leave that to you. Next we have Chiyu. She is my least favourite character because of her somewhat implied romantic interest in Haru, but then her actions tell us the complete opposite of what she wants. It's sort of like that teenage girl at high school who says they want some guy, but it turns out that she likes someone completely different. I always knew girls were confusing, but this is a riddle for another time, or maybe never. Basically, to sum it all up, I didn't find myself caring for her as a character. Next we have Kuro. Kuro is portrayed as Haru's senpai who can solve any problem. She is knowledgeable and strong. Basically, she's by Haru's side and makes sure he can achieve his goals that lie ahead. However, despite all these positive traits mentioned, she's human, just like anyone else, and very often throughout the anime, she expresses such emotions like guilt, frustration, and fear. This is great because it helps Haru and Kuro bond better than ever before. Really nice development between these two, and it's done excellently. And finally, we have our villain, Nomi. This guy is your classic example of an excellent villain whose sole purpose of existing is to get on your nerves. You know that when shit hits the fan for him, you're going to enjoy that moment so much that you'll probably get up off your seat and start doing the truffle shuffle with your family member, and when they don't join in with you, you feel embarrassed, sit back down and enjoy the rest of what the show has to offer. Now I'm going to move on to the sound design. I noticed that this anime is very diverse in music. Each different stage provides us with a whole new track. The opening and ending themes are also very catchy, with Chase the World and Unfinished and Unite being my favourite tracks. So all in all, I think Accel World is a great anime that has had a great deal of time put into it. It's very well thought out apart from the few flaws, specifically with some characters, but if you're willing to overlook that and take it for what it is, it's a very enjoyable watch. If you have more of an open mind about Haru, the main protagonist, then I think you will have found a nice hidden gem to sink your time into. Thank you for watching, and thanks for 5k subscribers, and I will see you all next time.